Up next, the Bucks taking on the Heat for the Milwaukee Bucks. It's a battle between teams with championship DNA. They will have the home crowd behind them in what is sure to be a clash of titans. Heat, Bucks, just moments away right after this. Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, with Allie LaForce reporting courtside. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for Milwaukee. On Wednesday, they'll take on Mikal Bridges and the New York Knicks. And then on Friday, they'll go up against LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers.
And going up against the Pelicans, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, the post tandem, Adebayo and Ware. Then it's Morant. Then it's Malik Beasley. And it's Larson in at the two-guard spot. And for the Bucks, Rollins is out there with C.J. McCollum. Then there's Prince. Then it's Clint Capella, and it's Antetokounmpo in at the 4. Clark, you've been a part of this league for quite some time. What were some of your favorite cities to visit?
Well, it's hard to not include some of the big market cities. L.A., New York, Chicago, Boston, in part because those teams were really good, and they also had great fan bases and fun venues to play in.
Here's Larson, and a strong finish with two hands.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Here's Capella, and it's blocked. Here's Larson. He's guarded by McCollum. The Heat shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Larson, the line for two.
That free throw missing. And when you think about the greatest players, Clark, in Bucks history, it comes down to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, I think that's where the list probably starts and ends. I mean, both of those guys led the Bucks to championship seasons and multiple MVP awards as well. But it's hard for me to say this, but maybe Giannis has a slight edge over Kareem. He's the all-time leader in points, rebounds, assists, and blocks for the Bucks.
Now here's McCollum. He really played well in that last game against Charlotte. And that one, good.
Nothing better than a hustle play like that. It gets the whole team amped up, sets the example for everyone.
Morant against McCollum. And here's Adebayo outside. Sinks the triple.
Adebayo stretching his range, able to connect there.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Takes a three. Capella. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks. I caught up with the Bucks head coach. We got to talking about what do you do defensively against Ja Morant. And coach said staying on top of him isn't easy, so our focus is on shutting down the lanes and not giving him the openings to attack. We want to make Morant force the issue. Putting Morant in tight spots is the name of the game here. Kevin?
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. And here's McCollum. Following the three-pointer by Bam Adebayo. Morant against McCollum. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Heat, their last game, a loss to Indiana.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do. Much easier said than done, but they're capable of making it happen. It just comes down, I think, to will and desire.
And it's Morant missing. Bucks trail by 5. Giannis high post. Adebayo on him. Antetokounmpo finds McCollum. Now Capella. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. It's stolen. Rollins the pass to McCollum. Sweet little floater. McCollum's got his second basket of the night.
And such a clever score. McCollum can unleash the floater, the pull-up. He's got it all.
And then Morant slams it in.
And leave it up to Morant to put on a show. What a spectacular dunk.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he attacked, got to the line a bunch, and cashed in on his chances. And, guys, that's an increase in his free throw percentage from last year. Maybe not a large one, but it is a little bit higher, so you've got to like that progress.
Now here's McCollum. A good portion of the scoring has come from him. He averages more than 18 points a game. From outside the arc, bangs home the trifecta. McCollum's got 7 points in the game. The Heat leading by 3. And here's Morant. He had a 39-point outing in their last game against the Pacers in Indianapolis.
Yeah, and it seemed like he spent about half the game shooting free throws. Credit him for really taking it to the defense. How about that hard-nosed D in the paint right there? Nice job.
Impressive work protecting the basket. He held his ground nicely on that one.
Here's Rollins. And he also played really well in that win against the Hornets. And it's put back up and in by Capella.
Hey, you got to put a body on Capella. I mean, he's a tenacious offensive rebounder and does a nice job using his body.
Now here's Morant. Pass to Beasley from deep. Rebounded by McCollum. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They trail by 1. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
The sheer power of Antetokounmpo goes up and throws it down hard. That is impressive.
Morant with it. He's guarded by McCollum. Here's Ware. Hasn't made one yet. Beasley outside. And it's Beasley again missing. The Bucks have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. And here's Prince outside. Nailed from three-point land.
Coming into the league, scouts predicted Prince would be a solid 3-and-D specialist, and they were spot on.
And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Now we have a chance to pay homage to the Eastern Conference Player of the Week, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And what can you say about how huge he has been for this offense? Everything he's done, from the scoring, the shooting, the playmaking, you take him out of the lineup, and there's no telling just how different this team looks.
Now here's Morant. Look at those numbers of his. You just can't say enough about the work he's doing at the offensive end. He's averaging about 30.5 points a game. Here's Larson. Trailing by 4. Here's Ware. Drops in the layup for 2.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by the Bucks.
Bucks have gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. Bucks passing it around. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Misses the 3.
A chilly quarter for him offensively, trying to get warmed up.
Here's Morant. Rebound, Milwaukee. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. Felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Following the miss by Ja Morant. Kicks it out to McCollum. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. McCollum's got 10.
McCollum has a nice feel for catch-and-shoot jumpers. That's a shot they want to create for him as much as possible.
Now here's Morant. Pass to Larson. The long-distance 3 is buried. Larson's got his second bucket of the night.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
McCollum with the ball. Guarded by Morant. And the dunk by Capella.
How about the force from Clint Capella? When he's got good position inside, he's throwing it down.
Morant with it. Pass to Larson. His three-pointers off the mark. Bucks leading by 4. The great Giannis Antetokounmpo, Clark, winning that 2021 title felt like the final hurdle for him.
Yeah, I think it was a capstone achievement. It was the one thing he hadn't done. I mean, he won back-to-back MVPs in his mid-20s. He was already a Defensive Player of the Year award winner, too. The Larry O'Brien Trophy was the last piece in the puzzle of a future Hall of Famer.
And here's Morant. After Taurean Prince hitting the three. Can't connect from 14 feet out.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
And it's the Heat with the ball after Clint Capella's miss. They set the pick. And it's Beasley in the corner. Stolen by Prince. A three from McCollum. Larson with the rebound.
You wonder where was the defense that time, but they got lucky.
Here's Morant. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
See here, with that little pump fake, Morant has a sneaky way of initiating contact.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Bucks.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And another thing they've done so well is convert fast break opportunities. Great job trusting their guys and getting those easy ones.
Well, you have no concerns when he's at the free throw line. Very consistent.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Kuzma against Caruso. For the three. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. The Heat trail by 5. Sanders in the post. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Good on both. Bucks leading by 3. Here's Spencer. Pass to Kuzma. To the paint. Here's Capella. And it's Miami with the rebound. Ware's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And here's Sanders. Now here's Caruso. Sanders sets the screen for Caruso. 5 to shoot. Sanders' shot is off.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take it back.
Here's Rollins. Still yet to score. Back to Antetokounmpo. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
He's having trouble getting anything to go right now.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Al LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks a lot, guys. Giannis Antetokounmpo talked about what keeps him going. He said the most important thing is to stay humble. At the end of the day, I realized that I wasn't supposed to be here. I'm just happy, and I always want to be better and do better for my team. And that's what gives me joy. Back to you.
You know, you got to respect that mindset. Allie, we appreciate the report. And so Giannis will bring it up for Milwaukee. Pass to Kuzma. Giannis sets a screen for Kuzma. Hits the front of the rim and out.
He just missed it. He's typically solid from mid-range.
Sanders dishes to Morant. Nifty move. And that's 2 points on the layup. Morant's got 10.
Boy, you could see it and feel it in his eyes at the start of this period. He is on a mission.
Pass to Rollins. Inside. And stolen by Caruso. To the inside. Morant. And finished off by Morant.
And what a show Morant is putting on. Every time he touches the ball, you feel like he's going to score.
Rollins the pass to Giannis. Here's Spencer. Here's Kuzma. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
And with that one, it ends an 11-0 run by Miami.
We've got 28 seconds left in the first quarter. The kick out to Adebayo. A three-pointer off the mark. The Bucks trail. To the middle. Capella, the pass to Giannis. Back to Capella. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. But instead, he'll shoot free throws.
He gets right to the rim, but the defense there to deter him.
I really like that he didn't shy away from the contact at all. I mean, he was determined to get to the basket, no matter who was offering the resistance.
And he sinks the second. It'll count. That one misses. Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for Miami. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. Back to the action in just a minute. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Miami.
In the early going, they've been heat-seeking, very crafty at drawing contact to work themselves to the line.
In addition to that, they've thrown their weight around inside tonight, too, thumping and bumping in the paint. A lot of their points have come from inside.
On the court for the Heat, Murray out there with Gordon, and it's Alex Caruso. Then there's Sanders. It's Najee in at the center. Now here's Sanders. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
That's how to use a size mismatch in tight. Take it to the rack.
The Bucks making a switch here. Njai checked in. The Heat have shot 6 or 7 at the line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement. So that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
Here's Spencer. Nothing on the board. Down low. And it's Miami with the rebound. They're getting their first look of the season at the Bucks in this one.
And even though they were the better team overall, they actually lost the season series against this club a year ago.
Yeah, and for them that was a bit embarrassing. So expect them to come back with a point to prove tonight.
And the Bucks making a change here. Arenas is checked in. Bucks trail by 4. Here's Spencer. Pass to Turner. It's rebounded by Najee. Miami's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Here's Caruso. Arenas grabs the miss. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Here's Najee. In the corner, it's Gordon. Pass to Sanders. Three-pointer, and stolen by Kuzma. Here's Spencer. Sanders covering. Spencer, the pass to Turner. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And GA, you know, some people argue that defense has declined in recent years. Would you agree?
I think mostly it's just harder to defend in today's game. You have to cover so much more ground, and with the lack of physicality, it just makes it more challenging.
And, you know, because Turner is such a good free throw shooter for his position, defenses really can't send him to the line too often. He'll make them pay.
Now, here's Caruso. He has yet to score. 6 on the shot clock. And let's now take a look at some of the numbers for Ja Morant.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
Here's Spencer. Kuzma outside. Over Gordon. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Miami leading by 3. Out left to the wing. Murray, a screen on Jackson. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And we've just seen them make mistakes on back-to-back trips. Both those turnovers could have been avoided.
And it's Sanders with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Bucks have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Fires from deep. And it's Miami with the rebound. Following this one, they get to host the Warriors. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Murray for 3. Miami no good on that time either. Bucks trail by 3. Prince, the pass to Antetokounmpo. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Here's Turner. Lays it up off the glass.
I tell you what, Turner just has a beautiful touchdown on the block. I mean, you get the ball where he wants it, he'll deliver for you.
And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. And so here is Miami. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. McCollum against Morant. Pass to Larson. Back to Morant. Shot clock at 5. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. Well, these are players that have a job to do, and they've been doing it very well. Here's a look at the top passing point guards in the NBA over the course of the past 10 games. Ja Morant, number 1.
And for the purist out there, he has been fun to watch with the ball in his hands. I mean, he can make any pass on the court and create so many easy baskets for his teammates.
Call him their heart and soul. I mean, their offense would be completely different if he wasn't the guy running the show.
Here's Spencer, still without a basket. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. That puts them in the lead. And the Bucks lead by 1.
Over the course of the game, he's been very accurate, doing some great stuff.
Now Morant. He's got 12. To stop the drought, and Morant throws it down.
And you're just asking to get burned when you give Morant a lane, using that speed to his advantage.
McCollum kicks to Giannis. From the stripe. Not enough on that one as it misses. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Miami Heat. Easily outside. Gordon with a screen on Prince. Back to Gordon. Pass to Larson. And so Miami again turning it over.
And they're also first in free throw shooting. Unmatchable talent and confidence at the line. What a coach's dream.
And Greg, that field goal percentage you were talking about, they're the best in the league because of how smart they run their offense. You see nothing but good shots from them. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Turner. Here's Spencer. Back to McCollum. Here's the three. That one doesn't go, but he's still shooting 50%, 5 of 10.
After knocking down 2 threes in the first quarter, he's been a non-factor from deep.
Keeps it alive. Gordon, and it's Gordon with the finish.
Yeah, we saw this on display in the slam dunk contest. Gordon has some major bunnies, a creative slam dunk artist.
And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. Here's Prince. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella.
Oh, I had a chance to check out the numbers for Antetokounmpo. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. Averaging 34 points, 13 rebounds, and 6 assists. And you look at his gaudy steal numbers defensively, he makes his presence felt on every possession.
And you know what I like about it is he gets great position and uses those quick, strong mitts of his to rip the ball out of there.
Offensive rebound. And here's Prince outside. That shot no good. The Heat leading by 3. Gordon with it and guarded by Capella. Capella against Gordon. A floater, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Clint Capella.
Really a fantastic job by Gordon to bury himself down there, giving the defense really no other choice than to foul him.
Khalil Ware's checked in for Murray. He doesn't get the second one.
And not what we're accustomed to seeing from him at all from the free throw line.
Inside. Here's Giannis. McCollum against Morant. To end the cold streak. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Miami's on 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Larson. 6 points for him. Gordon with a screen on Prince. Beasley into the lane.
Over a 7'4" wingspan for Clint Capella. That's long, folks, and makes him an intimidating shot blocker.
And stolen by Gordon. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Here's Larson. Coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. Again, the miss by the Heat. Bucks trail by 3. Cullen passes to Capella. It's tipped. McCollum against Beasley. Over McCollum. Pass to Larson. Over Prince. Again, the miss by the Heat.
Despite his struggles to heat up and get going, the lead still remains intact.
Here's McCollum. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
This is the kind of scoring punch that McCollum can provide. He gets it done at all 3 levels.
Morant kicks to Beasley. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Ware. From past the arc. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
He's a big guy with some serious range, so you have to respect him from out there.
Timeout called, the Bucks. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Here's Rollins. Heat knocking down the tray. Shoots. And Ware pulls it down. Ware's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's Larson. Covered by Rollins. Larson with the bucket. Larson's got the lead up to 6 now for the Heat. And so McCollum will bring it up for the Bucks. Pass to Prince. And here is Capella. And he makes that one. Capella's got 9 points.
But, you know, the closer Capella is to the rim, the more effective he becomes, in my opinion, in part because of his size and nice touch.
Now here's Beasley. Fires for 3. Giannis grabs the miss. Giannis has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Pass to McCollum. Wants to get it to Antetokounmpo and does. Prince outside. Just 5 to shoot. And here's McCollum. Guarded by Morant. McCollum no good. The Heat leading by 4. And here's Morant. 14 points for him. Outside, Adebayo. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 4th assist in this one.
And he's worked hard on that shot. Bam is now very willing to let it fly from beyond the arc.
Now here's McCollum. 14 points for him. Bucks passing it around. Giannis sets a screen for McCollum. This one for 3. In for his 7th make in 14 tries.
And that gets him going here in the second after hitting 2 from long range in that first.
1:43 left in the second quarter. Morant drives in. Prince against Adebayo. Prince can't hit. Miami's gotten the 3-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. Adebayo. It's stolen by Capella. Morant against McCollum. Pass to Prince. And 1:01 left to play here in the half. Here's Rollins. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. The Heat leading by 4. Beasley with it. Guarded now by Prince. The shot by Adebayo, no good. Milwaukee's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Capella kicks to McCollum. Prince, the pass to Giannis. Trying to find Capella, gets it to him. Prince finds Antetokounmpo. Physical basketball from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Boy, the added work in the weight room for Giannis coming into play there. I mean, you got to send an army to try to stop this guy.
Morant with it. He's got 14. Pass to Ware. Stolen by Prince. Puts up a deep 3. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Miami ahead. They lead by a bucket. Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
Coach, it's been a hard-fought game. A lot of hustle plays. What gets you over the hump in the second half?
Well, we just have to keep on grinding. That's what this kind of game is like. In many ways it feels like a playoff game. But those plays right there, ball in the air, ball on the floor, we gotta make sure we're dominating those areas and then make some plays.
We'd love to see playoff intensity there in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Allie, for that. And, folks, we'll be back with you after this short halftime break. So don't go away.
Thanks for joining us. The story through the first half, the Miami Heat in a game so far that's been close.
Playing well on the road can be very difficult. They're doing a good job despite the challenges.
Away from home, they aren't letting the crowd get into their heads. In fact, they've looked comfortable at times. Okay, so now let's talk about that point guard matchup from the first half.
When you have two players going at each other like this, it becomes a point of pride. That's when the sparks fly. That's when it gets interesting.
For us and for the fans watching. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You know, C.J. McCollum has been exceptional here, guys.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
Here's Antetokounmpo. They've got Clint Capella. Rollins is out there with C.J. McCollum. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Prince in at the small forward. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Here's Rollins. Still scoreless. 5 on the clock. For the tie. And it's Miami with the rebound. Ware's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Larson. He's guarded by McCollum. Free throw line jump shot. The putback. The rebound by the Bucks. To the paint. Here's Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
You can see the evolution of Giannis as a passer. He's gotten good at thinking for himself and his teammates.
Morant looking around. Morant goes hard to the basket.
Hey, it's typically a positive for this offense when he's assertive and looking to score.
Prince outside. After Rollins. Now here's Capella. He's guarded closer. Now McCollum for the lead. Drops in the tray. McCollum's got 20.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Now here's Morant. He's got 16. Adebayo down low. He's guarded by McCollum. Here's Larson. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Another miss. Not how he wanted to start the second half.
Rollins the pass to Capella. It's deflected. Here's Larson. Covered by Rollins. Beasley for 3. Good on the triple.
You know, with his ability to space the floor, Beasley adds a strong dimension to his team's offense.
McCollum outside. Back to Giannis. Pass to Rollins. Three-pointer. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist. Giannis has got 5 assists tonight. And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
Taking a look here at some numbers for Bam Adebayo. His last 10 games have been exceptional. He's averaging about 19 points per, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. It's hard to wrap your head around numbers like these, but that is just what he delivers night in and night out.
You know, it's so easy for us to take him for granted, to get spoiled with what he does. I think we've got to be more appreciative of the kind of impact this man has in every game he plays.
Now here's Morant. 16 points for him. The shot missing. Good D by McCollum. Bucks leading by 3. At the elbow, it's Antetokounmpo. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Back to McCollum. Giannis sets a screen for McCollum. Floats it up, prepares. Giannis taking flight.
Love the read there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, his basketball IQ is really impressive when it comes to alley-oop attempts.
Now Morant. Look at those numbers of his. You just can't say enough about the work he's doing at the offensive end. He's averaging about 30.5 points a game. Larson, no good.
Clear he's pressing a little bit right now, and that's not going to help.
It's stolen by Adebayo. Morant outside. Pass to Beasley. Here's the screen. Clock at 4. Shot to stop the run. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Here's McCollum. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Now it's a 7-point Bucks lead. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Heat. And they call an illegal screen here. Now that we have a second, take a look at the teams that have scored the most points off turnovers over the last 10 games. Number 1, the Heat.
I mean, they've gotten a little more aggressive defensively. You can become a more confident team on that end, and so much of it, I think, has to do with forcing turnovers and creating offense.
Here's Rollins. Here's McCollum. He's got 22. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Over Adebayo. Antetokounmpo, no good. The Heat trail by 7. Beasley outside. Morant with the screen on Prince. Beasley kicks to Morant. A 3-ball by Morant.
And you look at how ready Morant was for that. He was on his spot, feet planted, ready to fire.
Cullen passes to Giannis. Here he goes. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
And when the Greek Freak takes flight, I mean, he's looking to tear that rim apart. So ferocious in his throwdown.
And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Ja Morant. He's been fantastic over the last 10 games or so. First in assists, and he's a defensive ball hawk. You can't let your guard down. Remember, he's 10th in the league in steals per game.
And we're talking about the ultimate competitor here. Leading the league in assists, maximizing every possession. He just tears apart a defense. Milwaukee with the ball. Following the score by Miami. Rollins the pass to McCollum. Miami with the rebound. It's Morant in the corner. Left side, Adebayo. Beasley outside. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 5 assists tonight.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Now here's McCollum. A good portion of the scoring has come from him. He averages more than 18 points a game. Got a piece of it. They get it back. Capella with the bucket.
I'll tell you what, guys, the aggressiveness on defense just hasn't been there this half. Not like it was in the first.
And here's Morant. He's got 21. Pass to Larson. To the wing right side. Antetokounmpo with the steal. Prince in the corner. From the arc. Larson with the rebound.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Here's Larson. He's got 8. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Rollins. That shot misses. Great D that time from Adebayo.
Look, bad shooting nights happen to everybody. He's just got to feel fortunate that his teammates have picked up the slack for him.
Here's Larson. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Adebayo down low. Capella's there. Count the basket. Adebayo's got 11 points.
And contact can't slow Adebayo down. He's not afraid to get physical when he's attacking.
Timeout called, the Bucks. some changes. Turner comes in for Clint Capella, and Kyle Kuzma is subbed in for Antetokounmpo. Three from the inbound. Kuzma can't get it to go.
Sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing. On that possession, they were all over him on the perimeter.
There's Gordon with the three. C.J. McCollum with the rebound.
I think everybody in the building expected him to make that collective shot.
Kuzma finds McCollum. Rebound by the Heat. Adebayo's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Murray for three. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo. And the Heat lead by 2.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Prince in the corner. Pass to Rollins. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's McCollum. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Bam Adebayo.
And I love how active McCollum is. Superb at drawing contact on the way up.
Jackson, he's checked in for the Bucks. And so McCollum nails both of them. And so Morant will bring it up for Miami. Adebayo with a screen on McCollum. Here's Morant. Murray kicks to Caruso. No good from outside. Milwaukee's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Rollins the pass to Jackson. To the inside. Lock at 6. Pass to Turner. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And, you know, guys, it's good to see Turner converting these difficult baskets. I mean, in part because it has to help his confidence.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Well, you know, for me, the passing has been fantastic all night. Everybody loves watching this style of basketball where the ball moves and players move. Coaches, fans, and even us broadcasters can appreciate that kind of action.
And we're also seeing a lot from them at the arc in this one. Tonight, it's been all about that 3 ball for these guys.
And the Bucks with possession here, following the 3 by Miami. Unable to get that one. Great D that time from Adebayo. Gordon against Giannis. Murray outside. Back to Gordon. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo. This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
Well, you know, you think about somebody who has flourished as a sidekick. That's Aaron Gordon. He's really found himself as a player the last few years. Of course, he's now an NBA champion. That certainly has to help his confidence.
Now, here's Kuzma. Back to Antetokounmpo. Stolen by Gordon. Morant with it. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. Gordon kicks to Murray. Back to Gordon. Pass to Caruso. No one near Adebayo as he lets it go. From outside, off the mark. Here's Spencer. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
The Heat making a switch here. Sanders is checked in. Good work there as it goes. Kuzma's got his 2nd bucket.
Even when Kuzma's defended well, he's still great at maintaining his composure and getting to the basket.
Sanders passes to Caruso. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Sanders with a screen on Kuzma. Caruso kicks to Murray. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Giannis with it. There's the triple. The shot, no good. It could go, and no good. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Heat lead by 1. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. Head coach Erik Spoelstra mic'd up along the sideline. Let's check it out.
Trust it. Good to great. Good to great. Don't settle for average shots. Move it.
Well, Coach Spo instructing his guys, Greg, to just take great shots.
I mean, no reason to rush into a bad shot, especially with 24 seconds to work with.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. On the court for the Heat, we've got Murray. Sanders is out there with John Morant. Then it's Aaron Gordon, and it's Caruso in at the small forward. Bucks trail by 4. Here's Spencer. Fires the 3. And it's rebounded by Morant.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Here's Giannis, following the 3 by Miami. Here's Kuzma. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis.
Look at Kuzma getting jiggy with the dribble move right there, shaking off the defender and getting his shot up. That is sweet.
Now here's Morant. Pass to Sanders. Lets it go from deep. And the Heat, another 3.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Kuzma inside. Defended by Gordon. Giannis, no good. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Morant drives in. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Kuzma passes to Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 16 rebounds.
The decision-making of Antetokounmpo is really brilliant, in a word. He knows when to spot up, he knows when to roll to the bucket off screen, and he knows when to give it up.
Now here's Sanders. Just 5 on the clock. Over Jackson. Sanders' shot is off. Bucks trail by 6. And Kuzma has it in the corner. Pass to Antetokounmpo. That's where Giannis wants the ball.
Look, we know Giannis can get it done inside. Defense will have to try much harder to stop him in there.
Now here's Caruso. Murray outside. Here's Gordon. Turner covering. And it's sent back by Turner.
Going to need a better effort than that to get it past Turner. He is an elite rim protector.
Kuzma can't get it to go. The Heat leading by 4. Now Sanders on the wing. Gordon. Fast break. Milwaukee. On the wing, Jackson. Sanders covering. And here is Antetokounmpo. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
He went a decent amount of time before his first turnover there. It's really been a good, safe stretch of basketball from him to this point.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for Turner. And Miami with a change here, too. Ware's checked in. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth.
How about the authority from Morant? The way he was running, you knew he was aiming to shatter the rim. Gordon
against Antetokounmpo. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Jackson. Count it, and the foul. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
And I like that they're not settling. Hitting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Sometimes you just got to man up and take a tough foul in order to stop these free runs to the rim.
And Morant's got the ball here for the Miami Heat. It's a 3-point game. Pass to Ware, wide open. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 9th assist in the game now. Milwaukee has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Boy, he's a powerful presence with great length. Capella can make things happen inside for sure.
Miami leading by 3. Morant with it. Pass to Beasley. Here's Larson. Covered by Rollins. 6 to shoot. It's blocked. McCollum against Morant. Kicks it out to McCollum. Morant with the steal. Jumps up and finished up by Morant.
Out in the open court, few defenders can match up with Morant. He's too fast and skilled.
The Bucks call time. The Bucks making a switch here. Prince is checked in, and Miami with a change here too. Murray's checked in. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard the Bucks coach as he addressed his team. He laid into the team about being over-aggressive. He said, quote, "You're letting them get to the line as much as they want. We've got to dial back some of the physicality because it's getting us in trouble. Guys, let's see if they can ease up here."
All right, Allie, thanks.
Yeah, we know CJ's got a good shot, but he is at his best going to the rim.
McCollum against Morant. In the corner, Murray with it. They set the pick. And it's Ware in the corner. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. And the Heat lead by 6.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the 4th period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three-happy down the stretch sometimes. Letting it fly.
Count it.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Murray is screen on McCollum. Outside for Murray. Morant sets a screen for Murray. Over McCollum. A rebound by the Bucks. Capella's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. From deep, Giannis. Rebound by the Heat. Here's Beasley. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And Beasley, his responsibility is to score the basketball and help space the floor with his outside shooting.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Heat.
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
And the thing I've seen that I've really been impressed by is they've gotten everybody involved. Unselfishly making that extra pass, getting that ball to the right guy at the right time for the good shot.
And he makes both free throws. Bucks trail by 6. Here's Rollins. McCollum outside. It's over Morant. McCollum no good. The Heat have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the 4th quarter. They're 7 of 12. Murray the pass to Morant. Launches it. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Milwaukee's gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. To the middle. Giannis rips it down.
Getting the ball into the paint for a close range look. That's a nice pass.
Miami leading by 4. Now Now here's Morant. There's the pick. Lets it go with a three. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Capella with a screen on Adebayo. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. He's guarded by Adebayo. Lock at 6. McCollum against Beasley. McCollum no good. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for Miami. They lead by 4. Adebayo with the screen on Rollins. Morant dishes to Ware. McCollum against Beasley. Morant outside. Morant with another miss. For Milwaukee, they've gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter.
There you have it. Prince stepping up big time. This guy played all 4 years in college, and you see evidence of that confidence and maturity there.
Now here's Morant. Outside Beasley. Murray. And he jams it in.
Oh, I love watching him flush it home, showing how easily he can get off the ground and bang it.
Bucks trail by 4. McCollum outside. Now Capella. Cleared away by Adebayo. Morant outside. Down it goes for 3.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. The shot is off. We've got 1:48 left here in the fourth quarter. Now Morant. Ware with it. Beasley. Morant outside. The putback. He parachutes in for the putback.
And this is the level of intensity Adebayo brings. He's terrific at channeling that energy on the offensive glass.
The Bucks call time. The Heat making a switch here. Larson's checked in. Here's McCollum. Capella sets a screen for Antetokounmpo. Takes the 3. No good.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Boy, he has put in some major work. He's earning his pay, for sure.
And here's Morant. Shot clock at 6. Beasley fires. The 3 is off. And it's the Bucks ball. 9-point game. Let's lose a 3. That shot no good. They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock.
Morant against McCollum. Nice use of the glass on the finish.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
Here's McCollum. Antetokounmpo. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. Here's another rebound.
rebound after rebound after rebound.
GA, he is crashing the glass with energy. I love it. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Alongside Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. And as always, we appreciate you joining us right here tonight on 2K. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Ja Morant.